Hello, welcome to the second part of the pronunciation course. In this part, we're gonna learn how to pronounce the different diphthongs that we have in Spanish. Right? So this is gonna help you a little bit more to get the fluency and also to read the words in Spanish, even if you don't know what they mean. Right? So we're gonna start. Okay. First of all, ¿qué es un diptongo? Un diptongo es la unión de dos vocales en la misma sílaba. En español, una vocal fuerte, A, E, O, más una vocal débil, I, U, o dos vocales débiles juntas, U, I, U, I. ¿Ok? Entonces, esto quiere decir que the diphthongs are two vowels together, right? And also in Spanish, they have their own sound, right? So that's why when we are listening to someone when they are speaking, sometimes we don't understand like really clear because they pronounce the vowels as one sound. So in this class, this is gonna help you to get the knowledge about these different sounds that we do in the vowels when they are together, right? But remember, the sound doesn't change, right? I mean, for example, we have learned the sounds of the vowels, right? A, E, I, O, U, right? So these are the same sounds, right? It only changes a little bit when they are together. So we are gonna learn how to pronounce these two vowels together and also to differentiate when someone is speaking. Okay? So we have first vocal débil más vocal fuerte. So we have a soft vowel and also a strong vowel, right? So the strong vowels are A, E, and O. These are the strong sounds that we have in the vowels. And the ones that we have in soft sound is gonna be the I, U. These are the softest vowels, all right? So when we have a strong vowel, in this case, A, and a soft vowel, in this case, I, the sound is gonna be ya, yeah. So the one that the word that it's in the slashes, it's how you pronounce it, or it's the equivalent like in English pronunciation, right? So we're gonna say yeah, okay, and we're gonna read this word that we have here, family. Okay, so remember to do the syllable blending, and also you are gonna integrate this sound, yeah. So first. You can try to separate the word and also identify this diphthong, right? So when we identify the diphthong, so in this case it's at the end of the word, we all know that the sound is gonna be yeah. Okay, so we're gonna say fa mi li sorry familia, familia. Okay, because remember, we are not separating each of the words, right? Each syllable, and we are not gonna separate the vowels, right? Because we are learning how to pronounce these two vowels together. So these two vowels, the sound is gonna be yeah. So we are gonna integrate this sound into the word, right? So, and this is a little bit more advanced, so you can acquire more the fluency and also understand more when someone is speaking, right? So, familia, ia, ia, familia, right? Then we have the second. These two vowels are ye, ye, ye. So first of all, identify when you have this diphthong in the word, right? So we have after the T. So we know that we are going to separate this word with the first three letters. We're going to blend the first three letters and then we're going to separate the three letters that rest. Okay, so we're gonna say tierra, tierra, right? Let's go with the next one. Okay, so we have I más O. The pronunciation, when these are together, we're gonna say yo, yo. Okay, so we identify first the the diphthong, and we have a diphthong, and we know that we got it before the N, right? So we have before the A, the and, sorry. So we know that we can separate C-A-N, we blend the word, and then we have C-I-O-N, right? So we're gonna say canción, canción, canción. Okay. Then we have wa, u más a, the sound is going to be wa. Okay, and we identify this diphthong, right? So we have it at the beginning of this word, right? So we're gonna separate until C-U-A, we blend the word, and then we have T-R-O. So we're gonna say cuadro, cuadro, cuadro. Siguiente, we have we, we. Okay? And we identify the diphthong. So we have it at the beginning, right? So in here, we are gonna separate. We're gonna blend the word until R, right? So we have F-U-E-R-T-E. So in la R, we blend the word, and then we have T-E, just those two, right? So we're gonna say fuerte, fuerte, right? Fuerte. So in here, for example, we cannot separate the word, uh, the first the first three letters, because it's gonna be hard to pronounce, right? So we cannot say fuerte. Sounds weird, right? So we need to put the words in a position that can be easy to pronounce and also that makes sense, right? So, for example, remember that you only need two. It could be, well, it has to be a consonant and a vowel to make one sound, right? And when we have two vowels together, then we are gonna produce the diphthong sound, right? If that makes sense, right? So remember that a consonant cannot be by itself. It needs to be like with a vowel to make this sound. The vowel can be at the beginning of the consonant, or it can be after the consonant, right? But you cannot pronounce the consonant sound by itself, if that makes sense. Then we have U más O. So the sound is gonna be wo, wo. Okay, and we identified. So in this case, we have the diphthong at the end of the word. So we're gonna say antiguo, 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 right? So in here, as you can see, I can separate the first two letters, A and N, right? Why? Because we have a vowel and a consonant, and these two can make one sound, right? Then we have a consonant and a vowel, so this one can do another sound, and then we have the rest three letters, so this can be also one sound. And I can also separate, as we saw in the first pronunciation class, that I can separate the vowels, right? But now we are integrating the sound of this diphthong. Okay, so in this part, it's a little bit more advanced, right? So we can say antiguo, antiguo, or with the knowledge that we have now about the diphthongs, I can say antiguo, right? Putting these two vowels together to make one sound. Okay. Después, then we have a más I. So we say I. Okay. Identify the diphthong. So we have it at the beginning of the word, and we can separate between three letters, right? We can blend the word, three letters first, and then three letters rest. So we are gonna say bailar, bailar, bailar. Siguiente, tenemos E más I, and the sound is gonna be A, A. And the diphthong, we have it at the beginning of the word, right? So I can separate until the diphthong, and then we have the rest two letters, N and E, right? So we are gonna say peine, peine, peine. Right? Then we have O más I. So the sound is going to be oi, oi. Okay, I made a mistake in this one, right? Because we don't have oi in here, right? I don't know what happened. Okay, so I made a mistake in here. I'm sorry. And the word is going to be oigo, oigo, oigo. Okay? So in this part, in this one, try to spell the word. Okay, so in the I'm gonna leave a I'm gonna add a space where you can write the word. So try to guess how to write the word oigo. Siguiente. Tenemos a más u. Au. Au. Okay. So for example, we identify that this diphthong appears at the beginning of the word, right? So we have the first three letters, then we blend the word, and then we have two letters rest, right? So we are gonna say causa, causa, causa. The next one, we have e más u, eu, eu. Okay? And in the word, we identified that we have it at the beginning as well, right? So we're gonna separate the word until the diphthong, and then we're gonna say the three letters after, right? So we're gonna say neutro, neutro, neutro. Then we have a diphthong with two vowels that are soft, okay? Dos vocales débiles, okay? So in this one, we say you, you, you. Okay? So for example, we identify that this diphthong appears at the beginning of the word, so we blend until the diphthong, right? So we're gonna say ciudad, ciudad, ciudad. Another another vowels that can be together and they are soft, both of them. We say uy, uy, u más i, uy. Por ejemplo, so for example, this diphthong is at the beginning of this word as well. So we blend until the diphthong, then we blend until de más a, and then we say the rest of the letters, right? Which is de más o. So we're gonna say cuidado, cuidado, right? Super bien. Okay, and then I have these vowels, sorry, these words with different diphthongs. These diphthongs are soft and strong diphthongs. And then we have these words with a strong and a soft diphthong, right? And the rest, the last one, we have two vowels that are soft, right? So we have a soft vowel and a strong vowel, a strong vowel and a soft vowel, and two vowels soft. Okay? So you're gonna try to say these words. Okay? Identify first the diphthong. Remember how we pronounce this diphthong, these two vowels together, and also apply all the knowledge that you had from the first video, right? About, for example, that when you see a C and an I, you pronounce as S, right? C. And in this case, apply the diphthong sound. Okay, so this is gonna be the challenge for you. So I recommend you to first identify where's the diphthong, and then try to separate the word into syllables, blend the word, and then pronounce it. Pronounce it first, like really slow, and then you speed it up. And in this one, we have a reading. All right. So in this reading, what you are gonna do is to identify all the diphthongs that you see in each word. Okay. So you're gonna mark these diphthongs, and then you're gonna read the reading. Right. So this was it for today. If you have any question, any doubt, you can add it um, to me in the forms. I'm gonna leave the homework in the fern no formative platform. So I'm gonna add this class in there, and also I'm gonna add a box where you can write all your doubts or questions that you have, and also reach out to me by email or by message, right, in case you have any doubt, and I will reply as soon as possible. And I hope this pronunciation course help you more with the Spanish pronunciation. See you in the next one.